It's finally here. I just picked up the Rampage yesterday. Whew. This is a huge box. Check out how big this is. It's either I'm small or this is big. Probably combination of both. Probably a combination of both. Yeah. So let's start unboxing this beast. Like, where do I start? Where do I open this? So I unboxed the box. And there we are. Oh, wow. Actually, it looks better in person than most of the other videos. That smells good. Oh, that's pretty flexy. Everything's packed up really nice. Well done, Miles. You've got a, this is the charging brick. It's 2.5 amps. The remote. Yeah, I can definitely see why some people would say it feels cheap. It's a bit light, but the scroller is pretty smooth. It's got a nice resistance to it. So it's hold that knife. It's very tactile. Yeah. And the charger for the remote and escape tool with the hex key. Maybe to adjust the belt. Right. This is the wave 1 of the board. So the thread inserts that were used, these things here, that were used to secure the battery case, were the incorrect ones. Now, Miles was kind enough to send replacements to the boards that shipped out already. So it comes in a kit like this. There's a YouTube link on how to fix it. Some people are having difficulties finding it, but if you just email their support, they send the link to you. I don't know if I'm supposed to show this, but anyway, yeah. So the thing that they want you to do is just make a tiny little X here in the grip tape, like so. Okay. Close that knife out. Be safe. And then you're gonna unscrew this one here at the bottom, and then unscrew this one from the top. So we'll do that. We'll do right that. You unscrew this carefully because the thread inserts up top isn't really installed that well. So I'm gonna do this one at a time because one, I don't want the battery box to fall over me, and two, I don't want to damage anything, and it's all lined up right now, so I just don't want to screw that up. One down. So then we supplied a hex key for the other one. There we go. So this one unscrews upwards, I guess. Oh, this one's pretty stiff. Please don't break it. This is the one that needs replacing. Let's compare these things. If you can see, this is the new one, this is the old one. I hope it's focusing. So, yeah. Right, so I got one down. Yeah, I like putting some thread lock on my screws so that it doesn't knock over. Yeah, so it doesn't really look that nice, but hey. So just put a tiny dab like that. Close this up not to make a mess. And I spread that a bit. Make sure the threads get coated in it, and I wipe my hand off. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so not a lot. Whew. All the screws are in. The next step right now is to tighten these belts. Yeah, see how loose that is. Yeah, so start with taking these off. There's 2 screws here, and there's supposed to be 4 screws of the motor. I will probably Loctite the motor screws as well, just to be safe. Yes, so you can see 4 motor holes there, and yeah, we'll just loosen these up and fix the tension, because yeah, this is not as bad, but this one is just yeah. So we'll do this now, and okay. Motor mounts are tightened. Not quite sure if this tension is enough, but yeah, we'll ride this. We'll try this out. I think understand now what they some of the other owners were saying was that this motor mount is a bit soft. You can see it flexes by. Yeah, squeezing the belt, this thing moves, so this can skip, because this thing is made out of, from what I can see, is plastic. Yeah, this probably won't do. You know, eventually I might talk to a friend. He has a machine shop, and maybe we can replace this entire thing with a metal mount. Yeah, so let me finish up with this motor mount, and I don't know, maybe we can ride. Alright, everything's done. The belt has been tensioned. It's not too loose, not too tight now. Gives about, you know, half a centimeter. Unless you push really hard, then it's about 1 centimeter of give. Ooh, this thing flexes like wow. Yeah, this is pretty bouncy. It's pretty comfy. I'm gonna miss the kicktail though. With a board this big and heavy, there's really no option but to maul grab like that. So you can just drag it on the motors, or just hold it from the back and drag it from there. So trying to find the rattle from the front truck. I can't find it though. I tightened all the bolts up, and there should be a rattle there anymore, so I don't know where that's coming from. Power delivery is precise and torquey. Going uphill, no problem. Just cruising at like half an auto. I'm not allowed to speed in here. It's just there's a 30 km/h speed limit, and cars can just get out of the garages anytime, so I can't do any top speed tests. And it's already sunset, so can't go out and take footage outside. So this is just gonna be a shakedown run. Having a little fun here in the park. What if I ride a skateboard on grass? The Miles Rampage is a published top speed of 28 miles per hour, but that's with the bigger 8-inch wheels. I'm riding the smaller 6.5 inches, so it's more like 24 miles per hour. It's supposed to have a 19-mile range. I have yet to test that. It has a 36-volt 14-amp-hour battery. It's a 10S4P. I don't know exactly what cell they're using. It's supposed to be able to climb 25% hill grades. It's IP67 waterproof, which I doubt. I see raw brass riding around in the rain, but I wouldn't recommend it with this board. Whenever it flexes, there's a small gap that opens up on the battery case. So yeah, no rain. Don't ride in the rain. It's got a 40-inch deck, but the wheels and the motors extend way past that 40 inches. So this is more like I don't know, a 50-inch board. It's got 10-inch dual kingpin trucks. Some people might not like it. In this case, the board doesn't really ride that high and it's pretty low. I'm okay with it. This particular variant of the board runs 6.5 inch airless tires. The remote. It says here the remote has 3 riding levels, but the remote says there's up to 4. I ride in speed mode 4, whatever that is. It has a speedometer, but it's not quite accurate. It's calibrated for the larger 8-inch wheels. So with the 6.5-inch wheels, it reads faster than you're actually running. You can switch between kilometers per hour and miles per hour. If you want me to show you that, I can do that in a separate video. It has forward and reverse. Not that you'd use reverse on a board this big. And it has a safety light, which is rather useless. Well, that's it for my unboxing and first impressions of the Rampage. I hope you liked what you watched. I hope the tips that I showed here were helpful. If you got questions, comments, suggestions, please leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya. It's not like you're teetering over something really high and it's gonna throw you off. You get to keep a nice low center of gravity with this board.
Ride my bike.
Yep.